Huh? What? Oh, yeah, I've got like this sore neck, but no idea why. It's a mystery. Don't live on a bottleneck. Let's free your neck, free your mind, get yourself out of a crunched up telephone hell. Join me now. This practice is going to do something to hopefully relieve some of the tension of your telephone neck or your computer neck or your rucksack neck. We're going to free up this whole space, but also build some patterns around the rest of the upper body that will help support everything that you're doing up around here, and try to take some of it out of this and maybe down around the shoulder blades and other places like that. So we'll start, if you have a couple of blocks, that's really cool and we're going to use those. If not, you can literally stack up a pile of books or use a cushion or a blanket. We're going to start by coming to lie down, which is always a nice way to start. If you take your block or your books or your blanket just underneath this place where the shoulder blades are, so it's like the base of your shoulder blades here, for girls the bra strap area, and come to lie down on that. From there you can prop up your head using another block or blanket, and now with the feet you can either keep the feet, soles of the feet on the floor, knees up, or I quite like to encourage a softening by taking the knees wide. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can just stay like this. And then take the arms out. I like to open up the front here. So the palms face up, we encourage external rotation across the front of the shoulders. Then take a big breath in through your nose. Fill up the lungs all the way up to the top. And then exhale with a sigh. Do the same thing again, breathe in. And exhale with a heavy sigh. And as you do so, let the back of the head rest gently, or rather not heavily, on this top block. So you let the block take your weight. In the same way, let the bottom block take the weight of your shoulder blades. And then let everything be heavy. However your feet are resting, release the feet and the legs so that the earth takes their weight. Release the back of the hands into the floor so the floor takes their weight as well. So literally, you're completely letting go in this position. We start without effort, we hold so much of our tension and our stress up in our neck. Here we're just already going, right, enough of that, let it go, just like give that up. All I want you to think about is firstly making everything heavy, all of the bones. Then seeing how much can you breathe into this bottom block, into the back of the rib cage. And you can see as I do that, I'm thinking about the back of the ribs, but there's so much expansion happening across the front. Throughout this whole practice, what we want to do is encourage filling up the lungs completely. Because when your neck is crunched up, then you can't really breathe properly. I'm going to try and rectify that by making some space in the lungs. So we stay here for a few more breaths. Softening the body, so making the limbs heavy. Softening the eyeballs, the forehead. Softening the tongue and the throat. Soften the shoulders. And breathe so much into the back of the ribs, even softening there. So you Fill the lungs by softening your upper body. So 2 more breaths. If you feel like it, you can totally pause this video and just stay here for longer. Otherwise, let's start to move a little bit. So you can use your hands to tuck your head up. Feels quite nice. Then close your knees. We roll over to the side. And so we get rid of our blocks for now. And let's meet lying down on your mat. So here, when you lie down, take your arms out into like a T shape. So the shoulders are level with your elbows. Maybe even shift the elbows forward a little bit. Now if you're, first of all, press the hands down strongly. You can maybe even see how my shoulders are starting to engage as you do that. I'm dropping the tailbone down and lifting the waist up. Now press down more into your left hand, your left elbow. Tent your right fingertips, and then using those fingertips, press the left elbow down even more, shrugging the left shoulder away from the ear. Then as you inhale, we start to peel the right side of the chest off the mat. At the same time, this left hand is plugging down, 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 down into the earth. Take a big breath into your right lung. Good. Again, we're thinking about the back of the ribs. Here you can even look over, down towards your right hip. Shrugging left shoulder away from left ear, pressing down left elbow. Now you can totally stay here. That might be enough. If you like, you can start to lift your right hip off the floor too by taking your right foot behind you to the floor. But at the same time, you're keeping the left elbow on the ground. Tuck your chin in slightly and think about lengthening the head away from the left toes. Take another inhale here. Good. Exhale. Put yourself down on the floor. Swap it over. So right elbow presses down, right hand presses down, plugging into the earth completely. Tent the left fingertips. Then we start to peel the left side of the chest off the mat. Both shoulder blades are shrugging down. You can even look over the left shoulder towards the left hip. Breathe so much into left lung. Exhale. So the exhale plugs your right elbow down into the floor, the right hand. Looking for a stretch here across the front of the shoulder. That's a counteraction of this rounding that we do. So the shoulder blades pull back. Here, if you like, you can take the left foot behind you. Again, lengthening. Right toes down, crown of the head up as the chin slightly tucked. Take an inhale. Lovely, exhale. All the way down towards the floor. Now here, take your hands in closer, right in beside the rib cage. Press your feet down to the floor. Tuck your tailbone, cinch your waist. Hug the elbows back and tuck the chin in. Now as you exhale, you plug the lower body into the floor, inner thighs rolling in towards each other. Then as you inhale, pull your shoulder blades down the back to lift. Notice my chin is still tucked. We're looking for strength at the back of the rib cage. Stay for a breath in. Exhale. Now as we lift into this cobra, we're not straightening the arms. We're not using the power of the arms. We're using the back, right? So this is why I want your legs to start, then the waist, then the shoulder blades. The neck is long. Use an inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Now, take the hands back out wide. They're still, again, level with the shoulders. And we're tenting the fingers, elbows facing up. Tuck your chin underneath. Same thing with the legs. Press it down. Cinch the waist in as you exhale. Shoulder blades wrap back, elbows away from, or rather, shoulders away from the ears. Keep the chin tucked. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Do it again. Inhale. This time, look over the right shoulder. But the chin is slightly tucked, so we're not crunching the back of the neck. Back of the neck is long. Exhale, lower. Same thing again. Inhale, lift. Down the left shoulder. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, lower. Take the hands underneath the shoulders and press back. Let's come into child's pose. I like to find some wriggles here. Just to let go of something we started to get into this back of the rib cage. So here, let the shoulders drop down. You could even maybe turn the palms to face up to encouraging the opening of the front of the shoulders, or rather the space around the neck. And take a big breath into the back surface of the ribs. Even thinking about maybe stretching the skin on the back surface of the body using the breath. One more time. Good, nice. Okay. Nice inhale. Walk your hands back up. From here, come into a tabletop position. My favourite. Here again, plug your hands down into the floor. Press the tops of the feet down into the floor. As you inhale, send your tailbone up. So we move through the whole spine. Start with the bottom, then we drop the belly, then we pull shoulder blades back, then we can lengthen. So what I'm doing, I'm not sending my neck back completely. I kind of send my head forward first, and then like a curve, look up, pull the hands back, take a breath in. Exhale, start with the bottom, tuck the tailbone down, round the middle back as you pull the belly button in, pull your sternum up towards the shoulder blades, then at the bottom, tuck the chin underneath. So we lengthen the back of the neck, squeeze the knees in, press the thumbs down, take a big breath in here, in. Exhale. Roll the shoulders away from each other, take a big breath in. Then exhale. Push the floor away. We start again, inhale, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Drop your belly down. Drop your sternum to the floor between the shoulders. Shoulder blades pull back. Neck lengthens away from the ears. Then you start to curve up as you pull the hands back. Take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, one more time, tail. Then belly. Then ribs. Pull in. Shoulders roll away from each other. Chin tucks. Send the crown of the head down. As you push the floor away, exhale. Stay, inhale into the space between your shoulder blades. Stay for an exhale. Good. Last time, inhale. Tail goes up, belly goes down, ribs go down, hands press, shoulder blades go down, shoulders down. And then spine goes all the way to the base of the skull. So we lengthen that forward and then look up. Big breath in. There you go. Ah. So cat cow is something we do a lot. You can do it like this. Okay, cool, doing it. That's also beneficial. But what I want to do is really find each segment of the spine, particularly what's happening all the way around here. Okay, from here, press down your left hand into the floor. In fact, I'm going to show you with the right hand. Press the right, because I want to see this. Press the right hand down, right thumb. Roll the right shoulder down and away, so we make space between the shoulder and the ear. Then as you inhale, the more you press into that right hand, you see them start to rise. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Extend from right thumb to left thumb. Take a big breath across your collarbones. As you exhale, take your left hand and reach it underneath. So the back of the left hand meets the floor, the left ear meets the floor. From here you press into the right hand and breathe into the back of the ribs. Stay for an exhale. Good. Breathe in again. So how much can you expand your rib cage here? Now if it feels okay, you can look up. I'm pulling my left shoulder back. The left hand is pressing down. I sometimes even like to take my hand to the left hand. Oh, pull back away from that. Good. Take another breath in. Fill up the ribcage so much. Exhale. Good. Then next inhale, press the right hand. Unravel. Inhale as you get open. Exhale. Left hand down. Other side. Press your left thumb down into the floor. Left shoulder blade wraps down to make space here. Right hand comes up towards the ceiling. You lengthen to right thumb all the way from left one. Big breath in. Then as you exhale, tuck it underneath. Right side of the hand, back of the hand comes down. Right ear comes down. And you're pressing the shoulder down and away. Good. Left hand presses. Maybe you can look up towards the ceiling. Breathe so much into the back ribs. Exhale. Okay, press left hand. Inhale. Right hand comes all the way up towards the ceiling. Open across collarbones. Exhale. Take both down to the floor. Whew, nice. Okay, so started to move into this thoracic part of the spine. Now we're going to get more into the neck in a more subtle way. Here, we're going to sit on our heels for a while. So maybe you can put a cushion underneath your heels. I'm going to take a block. Have a seat on that. Now, take your thumbs and wrap them with your fingers around. And then reach your hands down like you're holding two buckets. Now, as we work into this upper body part, I'd like to avoid an overextended curve of the spine, which can sometimes happen, especially if you're quite bendy. So I'd like you to think about dropping the tailbone so the sit bones meet your block. If you have it here underneath your sit bones, you can remind yourself to find that. We're going to tuck the ribs in. So we want to also have stability around the core so that some of the tension from the neck is going to go down and be held here instead. In the same way, this awesome under the armpit muscle, serratus anterior, it's also going to do a lot of the work as we stabilize the upper body. So find that. So tucking the ribs and then lengthen out the back of the ribs. Hold on to your two thumbs, reach the hands down. Now as you're reaching the hands down, the shoulders are descending down towards the earth. And at the same time, let's take the chin and not pulling it all the way back like that. No, not exactly. But if you find there's a bone called the hyoid bone, which is right at the top beside the throat. It's like it moves around when you swallow and it helps regulate how you're swallowing. So if you find that very center of your throat, kind of think about lifting it up and in slightly. So you think about lifting through the throat. Also imagine like a thread at the top of your head. So there is a slight tuck of the chin, but what we're looking for is a lengthening around here. You can maybe even feel a lengthening around the back of the ribcage. Also, what's quite nice is that as you find length through the neck, you kind of find space in the brain. So you can kind of shuggle around here until you find this kind of like light bulb moment in your brain. So you can feel like that it feels a bit kind of uncomfortable and compressed in my whole brain space. And in the same way here. So let's free the mind, pull the hands down. You tuck your ribs in and then lengthen up. Now we've got this lovely space. Breathe in, let the breath circulate all the way around your brain. Stay for an exhale. Good. Keep the chin parallel with the floor. As you inhale, take your gaze around towards the to the left, until your chin comes level towards your left shoulder, or as far as it will go. Go as far as it will go. Maybe pull this right hand away, and then take a big breath into this right collarbone here. Stay for an exhale here. As you inhale, come back to center, slowly as you can. Good, exhale. Inhale, go back towards the right. Moving as smoothly as you can around this, like panning your gaze. Pull the left hand down when you get to the edge, then take a big breath into your left collarbone. Exhale. Inhale, center. Slow. There's a real urge to go like this. But the smoother we can make it, the more all these little muscles in the neck can get more refined and well tuned to support you better. Good. Keep pulling the hands down, keep getting long. Take another breath in and go around towards the left. Big breath into right collarbone. Exhale. Inhale, center. Just rotating in this smooth way is really beautiful for the neck. Exhale in the center. Then inhale, come back to the right. And the gaze follows where you're going. It's part of a practice called Brahma Mudra, where you give yourself 4 heads like the god Brahma. So left shoulder down, and then breathe into left collarbone. And exhale. Now come back to center. We'll do the second part. So we've given ourselves 2 heads by going around to the side. We'll do the top part a little bit later. For now, let go of those shoulders. Give them a wee shrug. And here, interlace the fingers behind your back. Make a little fist. And then draw the hands back and the shoulders away from each other. And here you tuck the chin underneath. So you're going to lengthen the back of the neck. And then take 2 breaths here. Exhale. Once more. Good. From here, take the hands out to the right side of the waist. You're using your right hand to pull the left hand forward. Tuck the chin underneath and take the chin towards the right shoulder. Now take a big breath into your left shoulder blade here. And then from here you can stay, or you can take your right ear down. So we're lengthening left shoulder away from left ear, but through softening. Okay, inhale, come back to center, pull the hands down, then swap it over, left side of the waist, to the chin. Take your chin around towards the left side, and left shoulder comes gradually away from left ear. How much can you soften the side of the neck? How much can you expand through the ribs as you inhale? Totally. Inhale, come back to center, extend down. Good. From here, so let's get some more blood all around this whole complex of the shoulder, blood flow. So if you come, I'm going to come around so you can see. Take your hands again into your fists, your thumbs into your fists, and extend the hands away from each other. So you're nice and long. The hands are level with the shoulders in height and also in the front and back plane. Good. From here, again, lengthen again through the crown of the head. Imagine that thread pulling up through the crown and through the hyoid bone, and then start to draw circles using the wrists. So know that pressure in the wrists is also something we suffer from a lot with the other direction because of texting and computers and whatnot. And so if we're going to put pressure on the wrists in the yoga practice, we want to warm them up, keep them strong and mobile. Good. So the rest of the arm is not moving as you do the wrist. Now keep the wrists stable and the shoulders stable and the rest of the arms straight. So you can extend the arms away from each other for a breath in. Then we bend at the elbow. Good. So you keep lengthening through the spine even as you, on each lengthening, so as you take the arms out you go long again and then take them in. Probably feel this in the back of the shoulders. So we're not moving the whole of the arm, okay? Keep the upper arm totally stable as much as you can. Good, other direction. So like tucking of the ribs also helps you to keep integrity in the torso. Okay, cool. From there, extend the arms again. Torso is still, arms are still, and then we move into the shoulder joint. Keeping tall through the neck all the time. Good. Other direction. Oof. Oh yeah. Need to do this more often. Okay, cool. So once you've done that, a few circles here. Reach the hands down, like you've got your buckets again. Get long, so both sides of the shoulders extend down. Now lengthen the neck, but we're going to do the opposite with the shoulders. Pull the shoulders up towards the ear. So as we do this, we're not crunching up the neck, keeping the neck long, but pulling up. You pull the shoulders up towards the ears and back a wee bit, and we stay here. So take a breath in. Good. Keep pulling up. Slight meeting of the shoulder blades at the back. So we build heat in the muscles all around the shoulders so that they can then soften. So let's take 2 more big breaths. Squeeze the shoulders at the back. Okay, now soften everything down. Good. You're on a shugum. Slight gentle lift, side to side, left and right. Ooh. Cool. Whew. All right. From here, let's take the hands to the back of the neck. I'll turn this side again so you can see what's happening. So we interlace the fingers at the back of the skull here, the occipital bones, and the thumbs are going to go down the neck in support, encouraging you to lengthen. And here, we're going to think about pulling the head up, out of the shoulders. So as you do that, don't crunch the back, keep the back ribs open. Slight tucking of the front ribs, it helps with that. So you lengthen the back of the neck. Now you go up, 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 up. So you're going up and back, up and back, up and back. Leaning the head slightly into the hands. Now the shoulder blades come down, those support you. I'm even pressing the tops of the feet into the floor to encourage engaging in the core, other things like that. And then soften through the sternum. So both sides of the neck are long. And we're looking to soften the ribs, to expand on the breath as much as you can. Good. One more massive breath. Good, exhale, come back. Oh, I always like that one because it kind of feels like you've got light bulb come on in your brain. Ah, hello. Okay, cool. So now let's do the opposite. Take the hands to the back of the head. Press the head against the hands. So now we're going to engage here strongly. Let's press head and hands against each other. Take a breath in. Exhale. One more time. Then elbows come in, round the upper back. Go down. Breathe into the back of the ribs like we did in cat-cow. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Good. Now, take the right hand to the right side of the head. So you can see the hand is just above the ear and the elbow's not front or back, but it's level with the shoulder. Now we're going to press the head into the hand and hand into the head for 3 breaths. Big breath in. Exhale. Again. Even pressing from here. Okay. Inhale then, reach your hand away, and then slowly soften left ear towards left shoulder. Not tugging. So it's the same principle. We activate the muscle and then we release it. So gentle reaching of the fingertips away from the right ear. We can spend time here and just think about breathing. You soften. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Left hand presses against left ear, elbow level. You press for 3 breaths. Good. Then as you reach the hand away, right ear descends towards right shoulder. Encourage a softening here. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. One more time, interlace the fingers behind the back of the neck, the skull. Pull up, out. So the elbows are wide, shoulder blades descend. Go up, 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 up. Press the feet. Taking another breath in. Think about softening the ribs, the front of the sternum. One more breath. Then exhale, close the elbows in. Round the back. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And now take the hands onto the shoulders and just draw circles with the elbows. Go the other direction. Now finally, we can do a circle of the neck. Now that everything is active and being warmed up, and you can even find a twist through the thoracic spine. General disco sugar. Good. So I hope that this short practice has helped you find a bit of freedom and space around the upper body. And I hope you have a lovely day and don't have to spend too much of it in front of a computer. Om Shanti.